Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have the review of the HG GBN-Guard Frame. Now, the moment I saw this in the anime from Build Divers, I was really praying and hoping they would actually make a kit of the GBN Guards. Luckily we did get this kit, and for the record, I am a week late because I believe this kit technically came out last week in Japan, but in Korea's Gundam base we got it yesterday, so that's it, which is why I'm reviewing it right now. Now overall, the kit is fairly simple, a really basic kit, and it sort of is like the Gym of the like series, but at the same time, it's not as much as you think. Because obviously in the series, this was mostly like a security system type gunpla kit, so which is why it does take in a lot of forms, but not in a way where you can like customize it in a really large scale, like the Gym. However, I am going to talk about like how much it's customizable, but here we go with the review now. First of all, let's talk about the components. So before I bought this kit, I wasn't aware that it gave 2 beam guns, which was really surprising because all the promo images I saw, they only showed 1, so I only thought they only give you 1 weapon. But now, in reality, they actually do give 2 guns. Anyway, let's go put that back on the side. So you get 2 guns, 2 hands, and the GBN-Guard frame itself. Let's talk about what you're supposed to get. Now here we have a sticker sheet. Now this is kind of, if you know this sticker sheet, or if you bought the gym, then this should kind of feel familiar. Now we get a big gigantic sheet, but it only gives you 3 stickers. But depending on what color visor you use, you might only be using 2. But honestly, the instruction manual was kind of unclear about something, so I will talk about that soon. Here we have another head. So you get 2 types of head. You get this very General Ace 1-ish head, and the other one is what I believe people keep calling the Dogram's head, which I haven't seen or am aware about, so I might need to check that out. But yeah, you get 2 types of head, and you get, here comes the leftover pieces. Now you get 2 color options for each head. So you have the light blue or the clear black. Oh, sorry about that. I mean clear blue or clear black, yeah. When the first images were shown, everybody was worried that this was either going to be a sticker or just a pure black piece. However, it turns out to be a clear black piece, which is very nice. So it's really your choice, and for me, I'm having trouble to getting this out, so I can't pull this out and show you guys. But so it's really up to you. It's your choice whether to use the blue or black. Same goes for the other head. However, if you use the blue one, you have to color. They don't give you a sticker for this, but you have to color like these lines or edges in white, I believe, because in the manual, or if you check other images, it's not pure blue. It's actually, these lines are actually, or edges are in white, so you need to color that part. But overall, because of the overall color of the kit, I think the blue one, at first I was trying to go with this head, but with the overall color, the clear blue kind of, I don't know, didn't really match the overall feeling and color of the kit, so I decided to use the other one. Then I used the black visor. The black visor doesn't actually require those white lines, so which is why also, and we get 1 leftover polycap. And then here are the gun extension parts. These are, so if you like to have a pistol, you just use it as you will. However, if you're a person who likes to have a long beam rifle or like a standard beam rifle type, all you need to do is plug this in, which I will demonstrate later. Alright, so let's get on to the review. Now, according to the wiki, this was supposed to be like they were trying to make their own style of like mobile suit based on the gym, but this is how it turned out, which I'm not really sure how that works. But overall, here is like a slight height comparison. You can see it's slightly taller than the standard Gundam local type, so you can get an idea. Okay, so regarding the sticker, now there's 2 stickers I've used. Is number 1 is inside the forehead here. It's kind of blocked off by the clear piece, but yeah, that's where 1 sticker is supposed to go. The other one, I believe, is on the other head. There's one here, and then according to the manual, you're supposed to put that last sticker inside there, right over here. However, according to the like images, I'm seeing the black one doesn't actually have that sticker of all the images. So, which is why I did not actually apply it, and I thought it would look kind of awkward in that place. So, yeah. But it's really up to you. If you want to apply it, apply it. If you don't want to, don't apply it. Really up to you. And you can use the rest of the area any way you want. If you need like what stickers for like scopes and stuff. Okay, now let's talk about the articulation. Now the only polycap you don't use from the polycap plate is the neck joint, because the neck joint is that plastic one. And also the head is on a ball joint, so if you want to, you can change around the head if you want to do so. Like I said, because the blue visor doesn't really match the overall color of the kit, so which is why I'm using the other one that I used the black visor. I just want to try out like one each. Okay, and this one actually has like an antenna, so it looks more reasonable for like an unmanned AI unit. Okay, now here's the head. The head inside is empty, so there's no pilot figure in it. There's no nothing, just empty inside. You just don't see it properly because of the black. It can go down that much, up that much. That's actually a pretty good range when you think about it. And then 360 should be no problem at all. And you do have that what they call the chicken neck movement like this that goes forward and backward. Now the shoulders. Now someone was asking me, or asking themselves if this is going to be the exact same parts or a build as the Jim Jim. I'm going to say yes and no. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to show this plate. Now, this is also a leftover plate. Sorry about me forgetting. I tend to do that sometimes. Here is another plate. And this plate should look fairly familiar if you look at these leftover parts. Yes. This plate is actually from, it says HGBF. So High Grade Build Fighter 1. But this is actually the exact same plate that contains all the joints of the arms and legs from the Jim Jim. So I'm gonna say yes and no so the joints are practically from the Jim Jim, but the other parts are pretty much different. So we have the original ankle points, we have these parts which I forgot what they were. I believe these were like knee joints, feet parts, backpack connectors, some thruster looking parts. I believe this is supposed to be the handguard, but you only get two hands, so I believe you don't use these. You got all these connecting stuff. So really nice stuff going on here. Yeah, sorry about for showing that a few seconds late. But yeah, okay, we saw so when I said yes and no so the joints are definitely from the Jim Jim. And another part that I would like to mention is that it's a totally different design. However, the concept it's still there. So for the shoulders, you have your ball jointed shoulders. And the polycap can go up, so you can go more than 90 degrees like that, but that's not it. So you can go forward and backward like that, but you have another extension point there, like that. So I believe the original Jim Jim also had this, I believe, or I could be confused with a different kit, but yeah, we have the extension part. So it's a different design, but still similar concept as the Jim Jim kit. So yeah, but of course the ball joint may be a little bit too long, so it's like you can see like the connecting point right over there. So the arm itself, I told you, can go more than 90 degrees. And because it's on a ball joint, a 360 twist is no problem at all. The arm itself can twist 360 as well. And then the arm has a double jointed bend, which is very nice. And the hand is also a ball jointed hand, and also it's not just ball jointed, it also has that connecting point right over there, so you can kind of do this. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. It kind of works on the inside. The outside doesn't work that well, but yeah. And these are not trigger fingers. These are just multi-purpose hands in a way. Okay. Now let's look at the body. The body, there's the top, middle, and the waist section. The middle section is like the point where it connects the top and bottom. It's kind of too stiff or stuck in there to be an ab crunch, so there's no really ab crunch going on in there. And the body can go 360 if you want to do so. Now before I go to the waist, let's talk about the backpack. The backpack looks fairly simple, very basic backpack. However, you have all these parts where you can pull out and reveals another hole. Same goes for the side. I'm just going to pull out one, but oh, come on. There we go. We have these holes on each side. I'll just show you guys so I don't get like a weird question. Here we have holes, so you can basically modify this kit if you want to have. This thing does not come with beam sabers, so if you want to give this thing beam sabers, you can practically put it on the backpack or or the back of the waist, your choice, as long as you have the parts. Alright, so other than that, let's talk about the waist. The waist section is fairly simple. There's no front skirt, there's no back skirt, and nothing moves around here. The side skirt, they're pretty large for side skirts, if I have to mention that, but yeah, and they move only a little bit, and then you have these holes for customization purposes. So anyway, the legs have these side swivels, which is nice, and then you can see that, and then you can go almost more than 90 degrees if you can force it around, and then you have a beautiful double jointed bend. And I do like these knees, very unique knees, because you have these handles going around. The feet. Now, the feet might be some turn off for some people, but at the same time, it could be like, this main selling point to some people, because it's very unique. We don't actually have any mobile suit that has these kind of feet, and kind of reminds me of my Ingram feet, actually. That terrible thing happened. Okay, never mind. So the feet, despite it works pretty much as a normal feet. You have, I believe this is what they call a pivot, and it has a very nice pivot, so like balancing the kit it shouldn't be a big issue. It's technically on a ball. The feet itself is on a ball joint, and I believe the top section is on like a peg, right, and on here. So yeah. Also, the front part of the feet, I'm not sure if this should be called a toe, but it can move around like that. So once again, kind of nice touch if you ask me. All right. We talked about that. Now let's talk about its equipment, which is the beam gun, which I actually do like about the beam gun, because not only it's like a pistol type, but it's a double barrel gun, which is very unique to itself, because we don't actually see many weapons like these. So it's fairly simple. However, if you're going to attach the hand, it's not one of those slide end things. You have to take off the handguard and do the annoying part. And then if you don't like having a short pistol type weapon, you can always have this part. So there's two square holes here. You just need to attach it, plug it in, and there you go. You have a more standard looking beam rifle, or a longer looking gun. Let's put it that way. So yeah, you get two of those. Now, as mentioned, this kit is kind of meant for sure, you can buy this if you like it like me. However, if you're buying this for like customization purpose, there are a lot of places, but one thing I have to mention is that I believe, if I remember correctly, the Jim actually had some holes to attach like stuff onto the leg. On this one, the leg doesn't actually have any holes, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. However, it does have holes in a good amount of areas, not as much as the Jim. We have holes on the bottom section of the arm, each arm, and then we side skirt, the back of the waist, and then 3 holes on the backpack, and that's pretty much it if I can think of anything. So here's like a leftover piece I have from the Gundam local type, the North American version, the beam saber hilt and its connector. So if you want to have like a beam saber for this thing, you just need to slap it on there. Granted, it's not the perfect fit. It kind of feels a little bit loose, but still should work around. So yeah. So if you want to have like a beam saber like that, you can work like that, or like you have another extra connector for a beam saber to attach like there. You can do that. So it's really up to you. These are one of those kits that a lot of people are going to buy for pretty much customization purposes. So you gotta use your imagination. But overall, I love how this kit looks. I actually am excited for the GBN Gundam frame, which is pretty much, some people say it's just a Jim but in a more Gundam style. But either way, I'm pretty excited for that kit as well, and I really love how this kit turned out. This turned out to be way better than I've actually imagined. So yeah, I mean, the overall articulation is pretty good. It can move a good amount. The articulation is actually pretty modern, pretty superb, and doesn't have many stickers, so it's really up to you. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the HG GBN-Guard Frame. If you guys got any questions or requests, leave a comment below. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time!